Now we start to create angle already. Okay, look. First I move my chest away, I keep my knee shoot sharp. Now the leg on the hips, I'm gonna step on his knee, and at the same time I drag him to the side. Like this. So that should be enough for you guys to start to square your hips and lock the pull square. Okay, right away, slide the grip higher close to the neck and bring your elbow down. Boom. To keep the posture down. Either here or belt or leg. Don't need to create angle yet, okay? Stay square, still, okay? For now. Gonna do all two options, then guys gonna do. So first option, his knees outside. As I drag him down, as I pull him down, I rise my hips up, and I lock. And I start to go through this posture. Second option, I go chin on chin. His knees gonna be between my legs. I do a little shrink out to create chin on chin motion. Now I push his leg all the way back, and I lock. Third option, when you step on his knee. Pull. It's gonna be more sides. I move my chest away. Look how I have my hook in the hips. I step on his knee and I drag with the collar. Like this, to make enough bounce. And then I lock, and I secure the position. Usually when you break the posture for a partner, you lock the close guard, the first thing the person is gonna do, if the person is from outside, the person is gonna try to go inside, and they're gonna try to posture up. Then that's the option we worked yesterday, right? Try to go to the option from yesterday one. So remember, you're gonna try to create scissor motion to make the person pose. And when the person poses, you try to bring the person to the other side to try to isolate the shoulder. And then from here, start to go to your attacks. Okay, that's what you did yesterday, okay? So today, you're gonna be able to keep your partner posture down, okay? And usually what happens here, when you bring the posture down, the first reaction the person do is try to make grips in the lapel and try to use the elbows to block the hips. The person know here, like if you start to create angle, it's gonna be hard to stop the attacks. Okay, so usually that's what you do. You're not gonna be like doing this, right? Because you're totally exposed here. Okay, so you need to try to maintain your elbows attached, always follow the hips, and then you start to think about how to put your posture up. That's what you should do. Okay, if you end up here. So that's the way how the person on body will be. Okay. So block her. Yeah. I'm gonna have this grip in the collar, okay, or in the belt, whatever, just to control the posture. And I'm gonna start to create a little bit angle to the side, okay? Remember what I explained yesterday. So try to avoid step on the floor, okay? When you step, you release the pressure a little bit, and the person can capitalize on that. I know it's not easy to capitalize on that, but it's possible, okay? So try to pinch your knees and just pop your hip to the side. Okay, usually the person is gonna try to follow your hips, follow my hips somewhere, like this. But like if you keep it scoop to the side, you might be able to create angle. Okay, try to don't be in the same line of your partner. Okay. One thing I do to try to maintain that side when I create angle, I like to step on the hips and I maintain the other leg higher. Because if I step on the hips, it's a little bit harder to him follow you. Okay, it's a little bit more work to him, to follow you. Okay. What I'm gonna do next? I can lock my legs again and maintain my knees more pinch. Look how my knees is already a little bit more in his back and a little bit more pinch to try to maintain him down towards this way. Okay? With this grip here, you're gonna start to open his lapel. Okay? If the gi is already open, you'll be easier. Okay? If the gi is super tight in the beginning of the fight, it's gonna be a little bit harder. But as long as you keep the posture down, you're gonna be okay. Okay, you have the legs locked. It's nothing is gonna do in you here. Okay, you are safe. So that's the good news. I'm gonna start to open his lapel. Okay, sometimes take a while. Okay, but that's what you have to do. When you open the lapel, try to get a nice piece of the lapel and start to deliver to your hands, like this. Okay. When I deliver this grip, in the beginning I wanna grab you super tight, close to his armpit. to maintain his posture broken. Okay? To start to work my palm facing up, gripping the collar to start to go to the choke, I need to create some room between me and him. Okay? The way how I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna bridge. Okay? So like I say, if you're already square, again, if you feel your knees, your hips is between your partner's leg like this, okay, a lot of times you need to create angle again. Okay, you pinch your knees, you move yourself to the side. When you step in the hips, you start to do this, look. Okay, you start to rise your hips up. Because that's the way you can disconnect your partner too. Okay, I see a lot of people try to jig from the grip when they are with the hips down. It's not working, guys, like it's not gonna work. Like if the person try to keep you square and smash you down, okay, it's not gonna work, okay? Especially for the competitors. This situation can happen with you in the end of the fight, okay? Maybe you are losing on bottom, the person are on top, ahead in the score, okay? Maybe the person gonna try to just maintain the fight in that position, okay? If you face that, you need to be able to bridge your hips to create room, okay? Whatever you're gonna try to do here, you have to do that, okay? So I step on the hips and I keep the other leg super tight on him, look. I use a lot of my hamstring here in this position. I'm gonna start to bridge as hard as I can. I'm gonna start to slide this grip to the lapel and I'm gonna get this grip here, okay? When I get this grip, make sure you don't grab in the end of the lapel like this because you'll be very loose. Remember I told you to grab it like super tight here? Okay, to have a very good piece of the lapel. If you have a very good piece of the lapel, you're gonna be able to slide in the end of the lapel, and when you bridge, you're gonna get a grip here, look. All right? So now think about you're doing arm bar towards this way. When the person knows what's going on, they're gonna try to keep himself in this position, towards this way. He knows if he's square up, he give me the choke, okay? To force the choke, I need to make this leg here going here, look. I need to bring him towards this way. Imagine you're doing arm bar, okay? You bridge and you do this, look. If you have to bridge again, you bridge again. Like let's say you here, stay heavy, Mark. So look, block my hips. So he's blocked my hips. I create this angle, hips going up, and I go here, look. Okay? So this is enough to try to find the other grip in the lapel. So a lot of people like to grab the gi, I like to grab the lapel. Okay, try to find your grip in the lapel, okay, with the 4 fingers inside the lapel, and you start to place your elbow inside as well. Don't choke in the face, try to find your wrist on the neck, like this. When you find a grip, you can start to square up and bring the person down, okay? So use your knees to bring the person down to try to get a choke, okay? The same way when you twist your wrist, okay, in the regular front choke, try to do the same thing, okay? So don't leave your wrist like this, try to twist your wrist as you pull the person down with your elbows nice and locked, okay? Not this, here, okay? So that's the first option. So I go Bravo choke, okay? I step, rise my hips up. I like to push the shoulder a little bit as well, okay, just to disconnect in a little bit more. Now look, I go here, boom, and then I get my grip. When I get my grip, I got it, okay? So second option, with people with a little bit more flexibility, okay? You guys, when you create a little bit of angle, like I say guys, like if you're square, the way how you're gonna do that is this. You pop your hips to the side, you step in the hips and you rise your hips up. That's how you create, okay? So if you have a trouble creating angle during sparring, that's what you have to do. You pinch your knees, you pop your hips to the side. When you step, you rise your hips up, okay? Turn this way. When you create this angle, you're always gonna try to free your knee. But in this case here, look how it's so hard. Look how if I try to push his shoulder and just bring my knee inside, it's hard. I'm gonna use the leverage of the lapel. I have 2 ways to do this. So the first way, I'm gonna slide more close to the end of the lapel, and I'm gonna step my foot really close to his armpit, like this, okay? When I step in the lapel, I'm gonna stretch him out that way, and that's enough to create room to bring my knee inside. Then from here, you have all the options you did yesterday, okay? You can go triangle, okay? You can start to go, let it go the grip and start to go with the 4 fingers inside, start to go omoplata, okay? What else we did yesterday? The canto choke, right? So let's say if I have the lapel here, I can start to get this grip, step on his knee, and start to go to the canto choke, okay? And the kimura as well, right? You did the kimura yesterday, right? I can start to go, let it go the lapel, go to his wrist, start to push his arm all the way up, and then I connect to finish, okay? To be honest, guys, with the kimura, just push this arm all the way up is enough to get the tap. Sometimes you don't need to even connect your hands, okay? And if you guys see the hands is like a hang there, you guys can go wrist lock as well. Okay, connect with the wrist lock and get a tap, okay? If you're not that flexible and you feel you cannot step in the lapel, try to just place your leg in front of like this, okay? Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna switch the grip, okay? I'm gonna make this grip here, and I like to go here, look guys, in front of the face of him, okay? So I make a frame, and I like to go here, look. Have a different ways to do this. I like to do that way. Because I keep tight, I make his neck like uncomfortable, and then I can push. When I push, I bring my knee inside. Everything I'm doing here is just to get my knee inside. Okay, because when my knee is inside, I can build in the attacks. Okay? So one more time. Then you guys wanna play with that. Whatever you know, like from this type of stuff, you guys can use as well. Okay? I'm gonna give you guys like a free, sometime you guys do like free drills based on these attacks. Okay? So I pinch my knees. I try to move to the side, I try to lock and maintain a little bit sideways. So I'm gonna start to open his lapel, and I'm gonna start to deliver. So square my hips some more. If I start to square my hips, it's fine. I keep you open the lapel and I keep playing with this grip. So this grip is really hard to posture up, it's easy to maintain. Okay guys? So now I have my hands free, I'm gonna start to push his shoulder, I pinch my knees, pop to the side, when I step on his hips, I bridge. Okay? Now I start to deliver, and I make this grip first. Now my leg is popping into the side, and I go here. When I square, I have the Bravo choke. Okay? Second option, when I open up his lapel, I step, look. I think this is the option very strong, guys. Like this is very strong, it's very hard to stop. So I'm gonna overextend him towards that way, just to bring my knee inside. Then from here, you have all the attacks. Okay? Third option, if you are not flexible to step in the lapel, try to place your leg inside. Okay, and I like to go here, like, okay, in front of his shoulder, and then in front of his face, like this. If the person closes the space right here, I keep this grip, and I just overextend the lapel until I bring my knee inside. Okay? If you prefer to keep this grip and just overextend like this, it's fine too. I like to place this frame here. Okay, how you do feel? You do that game, right?
Yes.
You do like this or do like this?
I do it with the right arm first.
Like this?
Yeah.
Like as a frame?
I'm
Yeah, then you overextend?
Yeah.
You don't feel like sometimes you slide like this, close to the ankle? You just maintain close to the ankle, right?
Yeah, I try not to extend it too far away. I still like to press everything. And
Yeah,
try to
just
get
push
more
a little
on
bit.
the side.
Yeah, you guys can do this as well. Okay, so let's say if the head is more towards this way, swallow my knee. Yeah, you guys can go like this. When you push, again guys, like the goal is try to free your knee and create this angle. If you create this angle, you're gonna be able to work submissions. Okay, so let's work on that. Building our text from there. You guys have any questions? You guys are good? Bye. 1, 2. Let's go.